Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Siva. Today I'll be giving you a makeup tutorial, a chit chat, a rant, just a conversation about just life, how things have been, how things should be, how I'm hoping it's going to be in the future. I'll be reviewing the Nhizah Beauty eyeshadow palette. It's called Birds of Paradise. It's a really nice eyeshadow palette. I really hope you guys enjoy that little section here and there where I talk about it and how the colors look and stuff. Thank you so much for supporting. Thanks so much for love. Please continue watching. I hope you guys enjoy this video. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. I've based my my eyelids. So the star of the show today would be the Nhizah Beauty Labs Birds of Prey eyeshadow palette. I bought this palette months and months ago, and I've been wanting to do a tutorial on it. I've been wanting to do like a little video unboxing kind of vibe, but I think I've just been busy and I haven't been in the space of wearing makeup for quite a while now. So I've been putting it aside for the longest time. Like I bought it, I used one or two colors, I'd use one or two shades here and there, but for the most part I just haven't been in the space to just sit and do like a video. Even Nangoku, I know I'm sidetracking, but even Nangoku, I thought that I'd be able to do like vlogmas and all this cute stuff, but guys, my life is not glamorous. There was 1 week I was like, okay, this week I'm gonna do vlogmas. I had to go buy chickens the one day, I drove the lollies in the same day, I had to go make bookings for my hair, go fetch my hair, do this, do that, and I was like, this is not cute. Echo cute content. I was like, echo cute content, so I'm not gonna show this to anyone because even me, I don't want to be doing this and I'm getting annoyed doing it. So I don't want to show myself on camera being pissed off at myself. Yeah, but and then having to edit myself being pissed off. So I was like, no. So anyway, I copped this, plus just another random story. I tried to do a tutorial on this palette. I remember there was a day I was going to take my nephew out for lunch and stuff because I'd bought him a birthday present egg. So I wanted to take him out for lunch because I wasn't going to be home. And so I put on the eyeshadow. So the eyeshadow look that I did, I really liked it. And I was like, okay, cool, like this is it. Like I'm doing the things. And then I put on my foundation. So I bought this compact thing, a black opal. So I thought it was powder. Thought it was a powder, like a powder thing, pressed powder. So I put my foundation on my face. Foundation sits well. Now it's pressed powder. Because this thing of we're not able to test out makeup most. And I just saw but it says matte finish at the back. Okay, cool. Matte finish is what I want. So matte finish at the back. The color, I don't know what, I forgot the color, but I was like, this seems like something that is my color on my face, you know. I take this thing. I come home. I put on my MAC foundation. I've decided to set a face my powder with my foundation with this thing. When I tell you that it was more, I wouldn't say yellow. Yellow would even seem better. It was like an off-white. It was like 10 shades lighter than this. Okay, not 10, maybe like 4. But like, it was so light on my face that it just ruined my entire face. Like, it ruined my whole face. I looked so bad. Like, boo-boo the fool. I looked so bad. And the thing is that pissed me off is that I didn't have time. Yeah, but and I think in my room there was like very low light. So it was light. I could tell it was light, so I was like, okay, cool, maybe it's gonna oxidize because right now it looks very, very shaky. And then as I left the house and I'm driving around, I'm like, no, man, this is this is bad. Imagine my whole face looking much lighter than this. So I was like, hey. And the thing is, you powder me pale like you did, because I'm thinking I bought this powder as a powder. And I literally bought a much lighter foundation and I added it on my normal foundation. So as I'm driving around, my like, kubone. I look like a fool, and I can't even say, but I know I look like a fool. It's okay, you don't have to say it. I already know, you know? Ugh. But anyway, so this is finally the tutorial that I'll be doing. Like, finally me talking about this palette. I really, really enjoy it. As you guys remember, around this time last year, I bought the Orlando Gold palette. I think it was her second palette that she had taken out with Nhizah, if I'm not mistaken, in terms of eyeshadow, that is, because I know that she has a blush palette as well. So she's obviously released, I think she's released another eyeshadow palette now that I still need to get. She's released a contour palette as well. Yeah, well, but I think this is like the first eyeshadow palette. I stand to be corrected, but this is the first, I think this is the first eyeshadow palette that she released. And what I liked about it is that it contains a lot of colors that are, I won't say neutral, but like the colors bomba is warm to your face. It's not like hues of pink or hues of blue. It's more of your browns to your dark oranges, burnt oranges and stuff. You get your deep colors that are there for like your smoky eyes with a little sparkle. So you get your nice transition colors as well. So I really like this palette. It's got 15 different eyeshadow thingies. It's got 15 different types. The names are printed on it. It is a bit bigger than the Orlando Gold. I think the Orlando Gold was, I think, around this size. So the blocks of the eyeshadows were a bit smaller. This one's quite large. And let me show you guys over here. So as you guys can see, I have already used it. So it is quite large. It's got shades of like your reds. It's got your peaches, orangey colors. It's got about 4 shimmer shades, if I'm not mistaken. 4 shimmer shades, 2 of them being very, very deep, like very dark. The one is like a navy, the other one is like a black with maroonish sparkles, if I'm not mistaken. So I'll just be doing the look that I did the other day when I went out. I went out on Monday, it is December. So I'll be trying to redo that look because it was a bit more simpler, less colors, and it wasn't as daunting. So I think anyone who wants to buy this palette and they want to try and mix up with a few colors here and there, this is color. I'll be transitioning to the color Summer, which is this one over here. So I've actually been very MIA really on my channel because it's been so hectic. I don't want to make this like a life update video, but it's been kind of like hectic on my side of town. Work has been picking up a bit more. There was a time where it's been very shaky, but work has been picking up a bit more. My side hustle is picking up a bit more. As you guys know, that I started a business, a mobile nail business. So I've been literally just driving up and down doing people's nails. And the fortunate or unfortunate part for me is that obviously I've shut down at work for the rest of the year, but now it's festive season. People want their nails done, so there's no time for me to actually rest because like I have to be like busy driving up and down doing people's nails. But it's such a nice feeling to see your business growing, to see the compliments, to see people coming back, able to show about Wednesday. So it's such a nice way. Esona made me notice this, that I say okubone a lot, and I never noticed before until I rewatched the videos, and I was like, wow, I say this word all the time. I say okubone all the time. Oh my word. But yeah, 2021 has been such an interesting year for me. Like, it's been such a weird one because I think it was meant to be a year of recovery from the big 2020 hoo-ha of us living in a panorama, but at the same time it's been a slow transition away, but still in it but not. I mean, I was watching the news and they were saying but coronavirus just seems like that friend that just won't go away. Not like friend, but like that thing that's just like won't, like, it's just always there, like I funumka. Ugh, yuck. Anyway, so to deepen up my eyeshadow, I'll be using the color Humid, which is a very, very dark, almost soil brown, humid color. It's called Humid, which is this one. I was going to say humid color, but it's this one over here. So I'll be using that one just to deepen that look up a bit. Usually I would use Burr, Sunlight, or Crown, which is the more darker colors, which are more of your blacks, your navies, and those kind of colors I spoke about earlier. But I tried with Humid because it is a bit lighter, and I was wanting to go for a look with my dress, which is a bit of a burnt orange dress. I will insert a picture of it. So I wanted to have like a look of just like being like, you know, summery, bronzy, brown kind of vibes, you know, like looking like you but enhanced. You know, I didn't want to go for like a pink or anything like that. I think I'm sort of moving away from using bright colors on my face, you know. But anyway, so we're just gonna deepen a bit, just gonna touch a bit. This is a very pigmented eyeshadow, as you guys can see, so you don't want to be too heavy-handed. As you guys have noticed in my videos, I like to say that a lot, but you don't want to be too heavy-handed when it comes to makeup. So I normally just pat like in the corner of my eye and shove it in there. And then what I'll do is I'll take a brush, maybe I'll even take the transition brush, just to push that inwards over there. But yeah, like I was saying, 2021 has been such a weird year for me, because I think it was meant to be a year of recovery, and I don't know if it quite met the mark, you know. I don't know if it actually really did that for me, you know. I don't know if it really just like gave me that opportunity to recover, you know. Like, yes, I enjoy, what was I saying? I was saying this to a friend of mine. I was like, I enjoy having side hustles. I enjoy having, you know, something extra to do, the extra income, finding things that I like. But if I was in a secure space in terms of employment, I shouldn't have to even look for a secondary option of the same time income. It's also been very interesting because I actually enjoy my side hustle. I do like doing it. Like, I do like being in the space. I don't know if I would do it entirely as a full career, but I'm really enjoying it. It's not a space where I'm doing something where I feel like I have to do it. Yes, I do like doing it because like it's giving extra income and a bit more stability. But I didn't think that I would be in the space of being passionate enough to like look for designs and do this and think of office space and think of all these things for myself, you know. I always thought that my life would be more of, I study construction, I work in construction, I stand on my own feet in construction. I've always thought that that's how my life was gonna be, you know. And right now I'm finding myself considering other options that I didn't even like, weren't even part of my life plan. But that's just how life is in general, though. Life in general is not about, like, yes, you have a life plan, yes, you have it there, but things don't always go according to your said life plan, you know. You have a plan in place, yes, things are meant to go a certain way according to your plan, but it's not always going to be the case, you know, and you just have to be okay with that. When it sucks, because I'm not always okay with it, you know. But it's been interesting, you know. I've had friendships that have sort of like ended, I guess, or paused. I've had relationships that have ended. I've had new friendships that I've gained. I've rekindled other friendships, you know. It's been a year of just, you know, I think we've all just realized that life was so short, so short, and you just need to take time to just be yourself and just check yourself out to see if you're okay. What do you actually really want? What do you actually want to do? You know, it's been such a weird, dare I say, a wake-up call, even, you know. So yeah, man. So I'm just spreading that brown across over here just to deepen that eyeshadow look. It blends in so nicely with that transition color, Kasama. So I almost forgot the name, but it blends in so nicely with Summer. So I'm just using that to deepen the look, but still keeping the dark color over there, you know. So I'm just gonna blend it out on the top edge over there, and then blend it out. So yeah, give it a one thing about me, I will cut a crease. I believe in cutting a crease, guys. I like these new makeup trends that are coming through. Like, I like them. Like, they're cool. Like, they look nice. But it took me a while to get to this point of being comfortable to do my makeup a certain way. So I can't imagine myself feathered eyeshadows, like feathered like eyebrows. I don't know. I've tried once and I was like, this looks terrible on me. So like, I think Zona's finally abantu bazo. Yes, and I'm not abantu bazo right now. I haven't reached that stage yet. And I think when it comes to makeup, yes, there'll always be trends, there'll always be something new and how we do things and how things work and stuff. But I think most importantly, you have to figure out what works for your face. And that's not even makeup. Sorry for hiding my face like that. Not even just like makeup, but I think that's just how we should be doing things in general. You know, you need to do, yes, life has a certain trend. There's a certain trend of doing things, certain ways of doing things, I guess. But I think it's so important to figure out what works for you, like what actually makes you happy, what makes you tick, what suits your way of living, and how you do isn't, you know, and not always follow trends and not always follow how everyone does something, you know. So I think based on how long it's taken me to finish at school and just my life just being as slow as it is sometimes, or feeling like it's going slower, you know, I don't necessarily feel like I should be at a point of no, like I should follow this trend, I should never. No, like diet alone, but this is how things are for me, and I just have to be okay with that. You know, it's always been my mantra in all my videos, but things go a certain way in how they go in my life. You know, whenever I cut my crease, I always go a little bit higher because I do have hooded eyes, so I do want to show color a bit more. You know, so let me just heighten that a little bit, just to head onto the bridge. Mind you, I have to drive to PE. I'm on my way to PE. Well, not on my way now, but like I'm driving to PE today. So it's another thing, it's another addition to my life that I didn't think I'd be at. But like here I am being a person that like travels now for certain things. So let me just pat that down a little bit. Like this video is super long, guys. There's between, and not everyone's interested in eyeshadow tutorials, but I really just wanted to just give a shout out to this eyeshadow palette and just to have like a nice chit chat about how things have been and how life is in general and how we should be, what the next goal is, you know. So right now, guys, right now there's so many things that I actually want to do, that I want to actually like start doing, you know. I'm gonna go back to the conversation we're having, but just to add a bit more shimmer, I'm gonna go in with the color Flowery and my inner corners up until maybe halfway, and then for the rest of my crease I'll be going in with the color Joy, which is this dark bronzy color over here. So Flowery is a bit of a golden dark light bronze, guys, the colors and sizes, but it's this one over here, and then Joy is this one over here. So I'll be going with that one. What I like about this palette is that the eyeshadow blocks are quite big, you know, so you do get value for your money. Like you are gonna, like, it's pigmented, the palette is quite big, so it is worth your while because like is eyeshadow, you know. So, and it's such warm colors that work well with most skin tones. So yeah, like I really vouch for it so far. So I'm just going in with that color over there. You can use your finger if you want. You can use a dry brush. I'm using a damp brush over here. So, or you can pat that through. Let me just try and pat it. So normally I just swipe across, but I think patting also works. I'm just trying my ring light just to see if the colors will appear a bit more. I hope it doesn't flush it out, but yeah. So that's the color over there. I think it does appear a bit better. So obviously what you do on the one side, you do on the other. Like there's very minimal fallout happening here, you know. Even on the palette itself, like there's hardly any kickback of me when I pat down my brush. There's hardly any color coming off. So I really like that as well. So like I said, this is value for your money. You can buy in the online store, or you could visit the actual physical store. She's opened a store now, a branch now, Elenduzin. What's this place? Vincent, like near, like literally just by Vincent Park, not inside the actual park, but like there. If you're from East London, you'd know what I'm talking about. Like near the Chess Galleria, that sounds quite. So yeah, so I'm just gonna pat that a bit more. But yeah, and there's literally like there literally isn't any falling out. Very, very minimal falling out. So yeah. Going on, it is a bit darker here, but it does pick up as a gold to like, it's almost like a golden orange a bit. And then we're gonna darken it a bit. We're using the color Joy, like I said. So Joy now, it's a bit of a darker bronze, as you can see over there. I'm just gonna mix those two colors together over there. I'm just gonna mix those two. So I'm blending in that space. This is quite a literally very easy tutorial. If I can do this, anyone can do this, guys. Trust me. Like, I'm one person who's not good at these things, but this palette makes it much easier to blend in. This is not sponsored. I'm not rich enough to get sponsored. I'm not popular enough to get sponsored. I'm literally just giving you my honest opinion, but like I feel really confident about this palette. It is a bit on the, it's more pricier than your common drugstore eyeshadow palette, but at the same time it's not super like expensive like your high end, you know, like it's not at the point where you like you have to like budget next month and not buy milk. It's not like that. It's not like that, but like you do get value for money. So I'm just gonna push that brown again just to blend it into that crease a little bit more, just to intensify that look. So like I was saying earlier on, that for next year there's so many things I want to try out and touch into, but you know, there's always that fear of what if I fail, what if I this, what if I that, you know, and I always just automatically just freak out when it comes to change. I'm not really good at change. I struggle. I struggle with accepting change. So I don't know how I'm going to cope with that department. But I really want to try out something different. I mean, I'm trying out something different now in terms of dating. I'm dating again. And it's not something that I thought I'd be doing again like this year. I don't think I gave myself a time frame as to when I'm gonna start dating again, but I don't think this year was the year where I was like, yeah, by the end of this year I was like, man, no, like it really wasn't my plan. It wasn't my plan at all. And the next thing I found myself having a person there. So, you know, like, yes, like we're gonna have plans obviously for life and stuff, but we're just gonna see how it goes when it comes to this little life thing that we're doing. So I think that's about it. So do you guys like it? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Okay. Next I'll be doing my priming of my face. Is really like this year has been the one year that I didn't actually plan for things to go a certain way, and they did. By the end of the year last year, I found myself in employment. But then employment is quite weird, quite tense, you know? And now things have sort of gone back to a sort of a normal. And I'm just hoping that next year that things become a bit more stable. I just need more stability in my life right now. There's one thing that I've always lacked in my life is full stability. There's always been, I'm the kind of person where when it comes to my academics, like academic life will be so unstable, like so shaky, so weird, but everything else is just going fine. Like friendships, social life, family, everything's going great. But academic, like about shaky akukumandanga, yeah. So I've always just been a person that just always hoped that by the time I'm done with school, okay, cool, I'm done with school now, let's focus on career, let's focus on saving, finances, let's focus on that department. And now it's like when things seem shaky in this one department, it just throws me off completely in being able to do everything else properly, you know? So now I had dreams of, I'm gonna buy myself a car, I'm gonna buy this, I'm gonna buy a phone, do this Ikaya, do all these things. And now it's just like, it's so hard. Like, it's so hard. Like, yes, I am doing things, but it's like, I can't do more than what I would have wished to be able to do, you know? I don't know if that makes sense now. Yes, I am doing, but I'm not doing as much as I was hoping I'd be able to do. You know, especially for myself. Like, guys, I had dreams of moving out, doing my own thing, like finding my own place. And right now, it's just on pause. And I'm like, yes, I have this thing of, life doesn't go a certain way. But it's like, I'm turning 30 next year. Like, what is going on? Like, is it the same thing again now in my entire life where relationship-wise, it's back to being normal, but career-wise, are we shaky again? Like, what is this? You know? Just a little tip that I figured the other day. I'm using my MAC foundation, Studio Fix foundation, the shade NC46. I actually got this foundation from my friend Becca. Shout out to her. She gave it to me on my birthday. We swapped foundations, and her foundation has still lasted me now. Like, it's still like intact. It's still intact because the one that I was using was a bit dark, and the one she was using was a bit light. So we swapped, and yeah, it's literally just been a save. Yeah, for me, it's been a bit of a save. For anyone wondering, I got this wig from the Sun Hair. I bought it during the Black Friday sale, and I had it installed by Tina from Unuvo Inc. Because, not cosmetics, but Unuvo Inc. That's the brand. So I got installed by her at her studio. I liked how she installed it. She has a really nice service. Like, I really liked it. So, yeah. Okay, so I put on my foundation. For concealer, I still do things a certain way again. But obviously I change up things here and there, like in between. I use my Maybelline Fit Me in the shade 35 for my inner corners over there. Just about there. Just to brighten that up a bit. And then I like to use your neck a little bit there again, not too much, guys. Forehead gang. And then a bit there. Then what I like to do is I like to go in with my Ccgrwm Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn. So I like to go in with that one just to help with blending the concealer out. As you can see, it's a bit darker, but it's not like the same color as my foundation. Yeah, also it helps with blending it out so much better. So much better. I don't do the thing of here and here. I don't do that with concealer. Like I was talking about trends. Like I don't do those kind of trends here. Like they're not for me. But I do what works for my face. What I think works for my face. So we are here, you know. So I like to let it sit for like a few seconds. I guess I won't say minutes. For a few seconds, so that when you blend it out, it blends out nicely. And the color sticks out a bit more. So that's the only trend that I can say. But yeah, like when it comes to trends, obviously do what suits your face. Do what suits you. You know, yes, look at the trend. Try it out, and then if you see that this is not for me, then just, you know, peace out. Don't do it. Don't stick to something that doesn't work for you. You know, we all tried the dark eyebrow thing. We all tried this and that, and it's not everything is for everyone, you know. What was I gonna say now? I forgot. But okay, like I was saying, not everything is suits every single person, you know. So now to set the rest of my face, I'll be using my Revlon Colorstay powder foundation in the shade Caramel. I've actually really been loving this powder. I've really been enjoying this powder. So I've obviously set my under eyes using my Makeup Revolution banana powder. So I've already patted that in. So I like to use this just to blend the rest of my face in together and not look weird. Okay, so I've just done bronzing my face, or contouring my face, sorry, with bronzer. To set my face, I'll be using my LA Glow Shimmer Spray, finishing spray for face and body, which is this one over here. I like this one because it's got nice glitters on it. So obviously it sets my face really straight. The glitters are a nice added bonus. Okay, so next up, I will be doing my I haven't done this in a while. I'll be doing, should I put highlighter? You know, I used to enjoy putting on highlighter. I used to love how highlighter makes my face looks, but ever since we've been wearing masks, I just hate it because like, where's it even going to stay? Because no one's going to see it. So I only like to wear it when I'm going out, but now I just like, it's just been sitting here for the longest time, but I will put it on. I think I should put it on. So I'll be using my Glow Essence Glow My Mind beige highlight, which is this one over here. So I just switched off the ring light now, just so that you guys can actually see that I did put these products on my face, because it feels like it was flashing my face out and I'm not here for that. So yeah, so right now off camera I will be doing my eyelashes, and then I will do my lips, and then we'll do like a closing off thing. Okay, so I've done my eyelashes. It took 100 years. I got to doing my mascara bit at the bottom line, but you can see a bit, but it's fine. So for my lips, I'll be going in with the and I did my wig a little bit just to touch up. But for my lips, I'll be going with Nhizah Beauty's lip gloss in the shade Bisque. So let's go with that one over there. I'm using my side mirror over here. I've moved away the eyeshadow palette. So I use that. It's a nice nude, I'd say. It's really nice on the lips. It feels really good. It doesn't have that chemically smell. So I'm going to touch up at the very top with my lip liner, like so. And then normally those would be with the final look. This would be it for me. But if you want to go out and add a bit more shimmer, I don't know why I'm stuttering, but if you want to add a bit more shimmer, I would go in with the Revlon Super Lustrous lip gloss. What is it called? It's sort of it's called Revlon Super Lustrous The Gloss. Okay, it's in the shade, Rosy Future. So which is this one over here. It's a new thing that I've tried out. Not like it's a new product, but it's something new to my collection. I normally always go for my essence, but this one I like it because it's super thick. It's got a very super thick formula, and it's got a slight shimmer to it. It's not an obvious shimmer. So I like this for like a daytime look. You know, if you're going out for lunch or for a glass of wine somewhere, it gives you that nice shimmer. I don't know why I'm putting on so much gloss as if I don't have things to do that require me to wear a mask. That's fine. But all in all, 2021 has been a very interesting year. I've uploaded way less content than what I thought I would have, but I think I was focused more this year on fixing my life and doing things and being more proactive in my life than anything else. I wasn't as social this year, I think. Every other year, like I'm usually very, very social in the beginning of the year. I wasn't as social this year. I wasn't as I wasn't as social, but yes, I did have obviously a few friendship trips, family trips, that kind of vibe, but I wasn't all social like clubbing and that kind of thing. I just really was just focused on me this year, I'd like to think. Relationship statuses did change, so that's good. That was a good one. But just to sign out, thank you so much for supporting my channel. Thank you so much for constantly subscribing, liking, commenting. Thank you so much for just listening to me talk all the time, rambling, ranting and raving, just into go in general. Yes, I'll be a bit more consistent. I think now, like I'm saying, but I'm really just hoping for a bit more stability in my life. But I think as my life slowly gets to the point of being a bit more stable, it will be much easier for me to actually like talk and have more topics to actually talk about. I can't be talking about stressful, hectic things all the time. Like that's just not, like, come on guys. That can't be my brand. Yeah, well, but thank you so much for supporting. Thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate all the love and support I've received. It's really something that I wasn't expecting as much, but like I really appreciate. It's not a lot. Like, it's not like I'm getting like 20,000 subscribers, but like the fact that there are people watching my videos, I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. And yeah, until next time, have a happy new year. What else? Set your goals, focus on your goals, achieve your goals, and do you and be great. I love you guys and stay blessed. Bye.